What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coach and the Bro Show. Obviously, I am the bro who is here every single week. The coach, from what I understand, once again is out on the golf course. I heard he was trying out his tornado clubs. I heard he's got some tornado clubs to try to improve his golf game. But from what I understand, the coach had a special message for us. If you don't mind, producer man, can you please play that message?
Well. You two slap nuts. Don't think for a second I was going to let you get away with taking shots at me when I'm out here promoting the brand. I'm out here talking about the show. I'm out here wheels up to O-Town, Universal Studios. That's where I'll be all week. So yeah, Tommy Carlucci, you can sit here and make fun of your boy. Yeah, Vince Russo, you can sit here and make fun of your boy, but make no mistake about it. This back right here is getting very heavy with you two and Gabby and the whole coaching company crew as I'm carrying everybody. Carry on.
You know, TC, my man Tommy, I'm just going to say it. Tommy, I'm just going to say it, and then I'm going to throw it to you. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I think he heard all the hoopla about the Yankees this weekend, 15 homers in 2 days, about these turbo bats, and he figured out how to transfer that over to the golf clubs. And I believe he's on the front nine right now as you and I are working our arses off, improving his golf game. Tell me, Tommy.
Hey, Coach. I'm sorry. Hey, Vin, thanks for having me on today. My comment about that, the reason why his back's hurting because he's carrying his clubs all day and has a drink in the other hand. So give me a break, Coach. You're carrying the brand. Are you kidding me, dude?
Unbelievable.
Have another drink.
Yeah, Tommy, speaking of carrying, I got to tell you, your Yankees, I don't know if I've ever seen an outburst like that. 15 home runs in 2 days, and now we're hearing about this turbo bat, Tommy. Tommy, what did you think about this display?
I thought it was incredible. I think they have improved in hitting, as you can see. I mean, I'm getting to be a huge fan of Cody Bellinger, man. What a player. He can play center, left, first base. He puts out all the time. He's diving into first base. He's diving into second base. Plus, he's got power and he's a lefty bat. What more do you need at Yankee Stadium, right? And Judge, his swing is so sweet. When you watch him swing, the pitcher don't even turn their head around. They know it's gone. So they're playing well. The whole thing about the bats, they're legal. So end of story. Stop with it. Move on. Blah, blah, blah. The Milwaukee pitcher, Miguel, had something to say about it. Hey, dude, take it on the hop and see you in Milwaukee tomorrow. Whatever. I'm done with it.
Tommy, I was thinking about this today, man. How hysterical is this? So they've developed, and this is actually, Tommy, I heard today that this bat was actually used last year, and I heard Bellinger was using the bat last year. And guys, what they've done is, man, they've developed a new bat that is perfectly legal under all the MLB specifications. But to make a long story short, usually the barrel of the bat is even in diameter from the sweet part of the bat, the barrel, to the end of the bat. It is equal in diameter. Well, they've developed this tornado bat where the emphasis now is really put on the sweet spot of the bat. And as you go to the end of the bat is narrower than the barrel of the bat. That's where they get tornado from, because it looks like a tornado. But Tommy, I swear, I was thinking about this today, and you can relate to this, Tommy, because you and I know all about freaking steroids.
Yeah.
Can you imagine all of these dudes that have been barred from the Hall of Fame because of alleged steroid use, And Tommy, now we're finding out that all they had to do was fool around with the bro. If I'm Barry Bonds right now, I'm sitting there saying, "Are you freaking kidding me? We could have retooled the bat 20 years ago. I might have hit more home runs and definitely been in the Hall of Fame."
Oh yeah, he belongs in the Hall of Fame anyway. Whatever, I don't care what you say. He's one of the best players ever. And I guess they didn't have that MIT guy around back in the day. I guess, right?
Amazing, man. I think, Tommy, this is great for baseball because Tommy, over the last 5 years, man, the advantage has really gone to the
Yes.
pitchers. There's
Yes.
no doubt about it.
Yep.
Now, if they can use this bat to combat that, I think it's great for baseball. I think we're going to see balls fly off the bat, totally legal. Tommy, I swear, I can remember the Maguire-Sosa race. I
Yes.
can remember being on the road. Tommy, it was the only time I ever heard Shane McMahon talk about baseball.
Yep.
Shane was excited about Maguire and Sosa. And the reason why I bring that up, Tommy, was because of that race. It was the most popular time in baseball. And there are a lot of baseball fans that say, you know what? I don't give a shit about steroids. If it's going to mean excitement like this, who freaking cares? But of course, they cracked down on steroids. Home run production went down over the years. The pitchers have gotten the advantage. But now, Tommy, if this can even the playing field and it's all legal above board, man, I think this could be great for baseball.
Baseball needs this, Vince, right? Because
Yeah,
baseball is like watching paint dry. When you got a 2-1 game and you're sitting there watching the game or you're at the game, like, I want some offense. And here's the thing: the Yankees are a notorious slow team in April. Man, they came out swinging and 15 home run. Now, look, it's the talk of the town, right? So if you just have 2-1 games, nobody cares about that. It really puts baseball on the map of people saying, man, now I want to see how many home runs are going to be hit with LA against San Diego or this or that, right? Now it just adds another part of the game, and they need offense in baseball. Let's face it. I like 2-1 games, but I love seeing home runs, Vince.
Tommy, listen, man, obviously you have not been paying attention. You haven't learned anything. So your old friend Vinny Rue is going to smarten you up. Tommy, if you're ever at home watching a 2-1 game and you find yourself bored, start singing the names of your players. Just start singing in your living room while you're sitting there or you're a little bored. Just start, Aaron Judge, Aaron Judge, Aaron Judge. I swear to God, bro, these overseas fans with these chants, Tommy, and the singing and carrying on like absolute tools and idiots. Tommy, people keep telling me, oh, Vince, you don't understand. That's the culture. That's the soccer culture. Tommy, you know what my answer to that is? Tommy, do you see a soccer ball? Do you see a soccer field? This is not a soccer game, Tommy. This is pro wrestling. Guys are trying to cut promos, get stories across, and you got these idiots singing the names of wrestlers, Tommy?
I was watching SmackDown. I'm glad you brought this up. I was watching SmackDown, and I texted our producer guy, and I texted Coach, and I said, I am so done with these international crowds singing. It's going to be my rant on the last word on Monday night. I'm done. Cody Rhodes, blah, blah, blah. And then Rollins is the worst one. He can stand there for 10 minutes and let them listen. I'm sick of it. I get it. You're an international crowd. You don't get the product all the time, but you have to sing every friggin' entrance for like 10 minutes, and the boys let them go because they're just stretching time because they don't care. You got a 3-hour SmackDown to fill, and nobody gives a crap about it. I am done with international crowds and the BS singing. Done with it.
Tommy, you know what I loved? If you paid attention, you got egomaniac Seth Rollins that will literally let them sing for 20 minutes. Then you got Cody. They're singing Cody's name, and he's got the mawkish smirk on his face. One guy One guy, Drew McIntyre, he talked over every single chant and they shut up.
Yep.
That is called, Tommy, you know this, you've been around a lot longer from me. That is controlling the crowd. That is not allowing the tail to wag the dog. That is Drew McIntyre saying, we got business to conduct here. I got a promo. I'm not going to join along in your fun and childish games. I'm going to talk over you. You're going to shut the F up. And that's exactly what happened.
I love Drew McIntyre for doing that. You'll never see Seth Rollins doing that. He holds the mic up. He carries him out for 10 minutes more. And Cody's just such a baby face. He loves hearing his name, and they're just going crazy doing that. Cody, Cody Rhodes, Cody. Oh, I just want to blow my head off. It drives me nuts. And we're going to see it again today when Raw emanates from London at 3:00 Eastern time. It's going to be crazy again. Oh, who could do better? France, Berlin, London, or what? It's like a big contest. And by the way, who cares? Not me, that's for sure.
Well, Tommy, the good thing is this: when the shows are overseas and they start at 3:00, we can fast forward through the entire thing. That's the positive. Bro, anybody that's sitting there for 3 hours listening to these ass clowns sing for 180 minutes, obviously, bro, you don't have a life and you got nothing better to do. Okay, let's go to, I want to go, the producer man's got a lot of things for us to talk about. The first thing, Tommy, you mentioned that today we got another 3:00 show. This is supposed to be John Cena and Cody Rhodes face to face. Now, bro, the first two face-to-face promos have been the same exact promos.
Yeah.
A lot of people complaining about it. This story is going absolutely nowhere. Tommy, what do they need to do today to pick up the pace?
You know, first of all, I do not want to see physicality at all. I don't want to see them going at it. I don't want to see 100 security guards coming in and then they're diving over each other because 10 guys can't hold one guy, which drives me crazy why that happens every friggin' time. I think they have to get personal with each other. That's the only thing that works right now. It's got to get personal. Oh, I've been here. You know, Cena could come at Cody. You couldn't take the heat here. You left. You went to somewhere else. And then you decided to come back and they hand everything to you. I was here this whole time. I never left. I'm a 16-time champ. Something like that. I think it has to get personal between the both of them in order to advance the storyline. Because right now, it's pretty stale, Vince. I hate to say it. The storyline is stale. It didn't advance on SmackDown at all. Cody came in the ring. They never talked about Cena once. It was Orton putting him over like he was $1 million. And then Drew McIntyre came in. And what about Cena? Did you talk about Cena at all? That was the reason why Cody was there, right? Besides getting the crowd there because they said Cody was going to be in attendance there, appearing there. So you're right. The storyline has advanced for 2 weeks. John's been blaming the fans, and now it has to end.
You know, I'm with you, Tommy. And Tommy, I think there are two hot buttons. But man, Tommy, you and I know the WWE, man, play everything safe. Don't take any chances. Don't rock any boats. We got everybody singing, playing it safe. There are two hot buttons that they can press if they want to heat this thing up a little. First of all, one is for Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes can cut the promo on John Cena, laying out to Cena how he was Vince McMahon's favorite and how Vince McMahon protected him. Bring up Vince McMahon's name. You want to get a little spice in this? Yeah. Bring up Vince McMahon's name. And bro, as far as Cena, if Cena wants to get some heat, Tommy, can you imagine if he turned on the Make-A-Wish kids?
Oh my
Can you imagine if he says he was forced to do that? He didn't want it. Can you imagine? But Tommy, you and I know this is real heat. John Cena talking about the spinner belt. Nobody cares about a freaking belt. I'm with you, Tommy. Let's get in the weeds. Let's bring up Vince. Let's bring up Make-A-Wish. Let's really get down and dirty and give the fan base something to talk about, Tommy.
You're right. And Cody Rhodes was there because we all know in TV production, you were a writer. Vince was shoving John Cena down everybody's throat, even though they were regurgitating it. He was stuck on making Cena the big time babyface and making him the champ. And Cody was there, and they were doing nothing with Cody. Right? That's something that can be brought up big time there. Man, if they brought up Vince's name, I would fall over. I don't think it's going to happen. Again, it's like this. Oh, you can't talk about him, which is just friggin' ridiculous in my eyes. I don't care what he did or how he did it or what it is. The man made the business. So bring his name up. We're not saying, oh, he's doing this or he's doing that. Bring it up. It's history. It's part of history. Bring it up, and that's how you create the heat between them two to say, wow, now I'm interested.
Absolutely, Tommy. Guys, I see your comments, and I'm telling you guys, if you want to be part of this conversation, you could do it through a super sticker or a donation, and we will bring you right up. Hey, Jing Jong, you could say whatever you want, but producer man, I'm not going to sit here and see some Mark call me moronic. Can we please eliminate Jing Jong from this chat, please? I'm tired of looking at his name. Guys, you could say whatever you want on this chat. When you start calling me names, bro, you're getting kicked to the curb. Producer man, press the buttons. Do whatever you got to do to get rid of this Mark, please. I can't stand looking at this Jing Jong, please. Yeah, sponsors are going to get upset. Why, bro? Tommy, last time I checked, has Vince McMahon been found guilty of anything, Tommy? Last I checked.
No, and he got off the criminal charges. Now it's just civil. So he's not going to do any jail time. He's going to pay a fine. So it looks like this case is being found out more and more, and everybody jumped to conclusions when everybody did this against him when they heard about the allegations and everything. So there's two sides to every story, and you're innocent until proven guilty in this world and in this country. So I love it. I love it, Vince. I just love it.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. We've got a triple threat main event. I want to see how Tommy feels about this. I've got some feelings on my own. First of all, Tommy, I'm just going to say this. I have to say this. If main eventing a WrestleMania means that much to you, I got to tell you, Tommy, I think you're a freaking mark. Okay, nobody's winning any matches to main event WrestleMania. All of this is being written. So if you are the main event of a WrestleMania, that means it's being written that way. Bro, I've got to laugh every time I hear Sami Zayn say he main evented WrestleMania in a tag match with Kevin Owens. Really? Bro, you're a freaking mark, okay? If main event in WrestleMania means this much to you, and we know it means the world to CM Punk, to each their own. So, Tommy, we made CM Punk happy by putting him in a three-way main event, but in doing so, now the title match is not the main event. So what are you telling me the title is worth when Gunther and Jey Uso are wrestling for the WWE World title, but it's not a main event? The main event is a triple threat match, Tommy, with no stakes, no repercussions, nothing. Go ahead, Tommy. What do you think?
All right, here we are. And I've been talking about this for a while. I always thought Gunther and Jey was not a main event for WrestleMania. I thought it was like a Saturday night's main event. And they have no juice. There's really nothing going on between these two guys, right? There's no heat. They're trying to get a little personal, getting Jimmy involved, which I said weeks ago on The Last Word. They need to get personal with this stuff. When you go to this triple threat with Roman, Punk, and Rollins, three of your top stars, my feeling is something's going to happen open-ended with Heyman, and that's how the show's going to end, with a mic drop. Somehow, something's going to happen in this match with Heyman and Roman, and either you're going to like it or you're not going to like it, and that's the reason why they made it the main event on the first night. I think there's going to be a big mic drop that night on who's winning this match and what's Heyman's real deal here, and what is the favor that Punk has been asking for, because he said this wasn't it, not the main event. So it's interesting to see why they did it. All right, Gunther and Jay, we're all figuring Jay's going to win the match, right? There's no juice at all, though. Are you up for this match, Vince, at all, Gunther and Jay? I didn't think it was a main event. They've wrestled before, and Jay has never beat him. That's the only thing going against Jay. He's never beat him, so that's what he says. Okay, maybe I could beat him at WrestleMania. I think they just want to see this triple threat with the three top stars in the company, and there's going to be a major mic drop there.
I got to tell you though, Tommy, I do believe this is a little bit of a slight to Jey Uso. Whether it's a main event or not, that has a lot to do with the way they booked it. That's not Jey Uso's fault. Jey Uso does not write the show. Now, I know Rollins and Roman and Punk have been around for a long time, but so has Jey Uso. Yes. Gunther, I don't think Gunther will have a problem with this because Gunther is going to look at these three guys as having seniority on him. So I don't think Gunther would have a problem. But if I'm Jey Uso, you know what, man? Listen, I respect these three guys. I've been around just as long as they have. And the fact that there's no story going into this match, bro, that's got nothing to do with me. That's got nothing to do with my performance. That has everything to do with the way you're booking it.
Yep. And you know what? I'm sure Jay was imagining he was doing the main event, ending the show with the 60,000, 70,000, whatever they're going to get there, yeeting. And that's what probably Jay was picturing after he wins the title. He's reached his moment where he is now champ at the WWE and taking that wide shot and watching everybody eating and a slow fade to black. I'm sure he was imagining that, and now it's not going to happen for him. And I like Jay. He's a great guy. He's been around a long time. He's worked very hard in his career. He's never talked back to anybody. He's always gone with the flow. So I think it's a little slap. You're right. It is a slap in the face to Jay.
Yeah. All right, guys. Again, if you want to be part of the conversation, you could do it through a super sticker or donation. Producer man, I think somebody had a comment. If you want to pull it up, do we know who this was, producer man? Just so I could put him over for the comment. Is there any way for me to see that? Maybe in the private chat or something. There it is. Red Cap Uno. I see it, man. Silly me. Red Cap Uno. Thank you very much, my friend. The favor owed to Punk has gotten more hype than the world heavyweight title. And not only that, I agree with you, Red Cap. And here's where they got to be careful, Tommy, because a lot of times when they play these things up, the payoff does not lead up to the hype. Yeah. And Punk has been playing up the favor. Tommy, I just hope they're able to creatively pay it off.
I have my opinion on the favor. Do you want to hear it? Here's what I think. I think CM Punk's favor that he wants paid back to him from Heyman is for him to leave Roman Reigns and to him to be his wise man moving forward. That's a big blow for Paul Heyman because he adores Roman Reigns, and I think that's the favor that CM Punk is talking about. We'll see if it happens. I'm not sure if it will, but that's my own opinion. I don't know anything about it, but what else could it possibly be?
I got to ask you this, Tommy. Based on that, I'm just going to ask you this. Be honest with me. Do you care about that?
No.
I could care less who Paul Heyman manages. It means absolutely nothing. Who cares, man? I could care less.
Nope. I don't care either. I think it's just I think Punk wants to play a little game with Roman Reigns, and maybe it leads to an angle after WrestleMania between Roman and Punk. That's what I think.
I'm going to tell you, I can't mention any names on this show. But believe it or not, there is actually a WWE performer who has been around for a very, 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 very long time. Still active in the ring. And Tommy, when I say something negative about him or critique his character, he threatens lawsuit, Tommy. He threatens lawsuit, believe it or not. So I got to be very, very careful. But I do also have to say, when Hulk Hogan tried to sue me for slander because I cut a wrestling promo about the Hulk Hogan character, how did that turn out for Hulk Hogan? And Tommy, I want to say this too. For all the years I've been in this business, Tommy, I got in the business in 1991. All the shit and the smack people have said about me, personally, professionally, Tommy, never one time have I ever threatened to sue somebody over slander and defamation of character because they're saying bad things about me? So listen, Tommy, I gotta be wise. You know what I'm saying, Tommy? I gotta be wise about the people I talk about and don't talk about, because Tommy, God forbid I get hit with a frivolous lawsuit. You know what I'm saying, Tommy?
It's just ridiculous. It's baby games. That's what it is, Vince. Get over it. There's a million people that comment about other superstars. It's all over X. It's all over Instagram. Get over it, dude, and just move on. That's what I say. And you did the right thing. I'm with you. I could care less what people say. They can say anything they want about. Doesn't bother me one iota, man. I just move on and do my day-to-day thing, man.
I'm with you, Tommy. I'm with you. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Tommy, Goldberg begins training for his big retirement match. What do you think about this, Tommy?
I can care less. Is that going to get slander for me?
If I said, Tommy, that you might have a lawsuit tomorrow.
I'm so over this guy. I mean, he's not been relevant in 10, 15 years. The match he had in Saudi Arabia, he almost killed Undertaker. It was just terrible. Why does he need to be relevant again? That's what I want to know. Can these guys ever move on, Vince? You've been in the business. I've been in. Can they ever just move on from the business and say it's over? And I just want this one last match, and that one last match turns into 5 last matches. I don't care. I hope it doesn't happen, but I heard it is. And WWE will be all over it if they know they can make money on it.
Yeah, Tommy, I'm like you. Tommy, seriously, man, if we had the money that these guys had, Tommy, if you had the money, I'm going to ask you the question, and I'll give you my answer. If you had the money that these guys have in their bank account, rather than worrying about one last match when you're 50, 60, 70 years old, Tommy, what would you be doing right now at this point in your life?
I'd be in Aruba. I can care less. My career's over. I did what I had to do. I made a ton of money. I invested well, and I'm going to live my life and no longer be in the spotlight anymore. I don't need it. I don't need to be in the spotlight. As long as I'm comfortable and I want to spend some time in Aruba with the wife, I am there, dude. I can care less about a comeback.
Now, Tommy, what are the odds of you in Aruba laying naked on a beach, Tommy? Is that a possibility? Tommy, you know what I would do, and I'm surprised that you didn't say this. Bro, if I had the money these guys had, first of all, Tommy, you and I are both retiring. They'd never see us again. All right, let's be honest. Okay? Nope. Second of all, Tommy, I am moving to San Francisco. I am a season ticket holder.
Oh, yeah.
I am getting a nice little condo within walking distance from AT&T Park, and I'm sitting my ass at every Giants game, man, just living life, Tommy. That's what I'm doing, Tommy.
Yeah, that's an automatic for me. I have a season ticket for Yankee Stadium, and I would be there every night, and I would get a car service to take me in and out, so I had to deal with traffic.
Yeah. Tommy, do you know what they do over here at Coors Field? And of course, a lot of it has to do with the Rockies sucking. But first of all, Coors Field, Tommy, I don't know if you've ever been this way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ballpark. Beautiful days in the summer. Tommy, if you are a senior citizen, You just go to one of the specified gates before the show. $1, Tommy, to get in any game. $1, Tommy.
Wow.
Colorado Rockies. How about that, Tommy?
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, $1. You just show up an hour before the game. You give them your buck. They give you your ticket. You're in the ballpark.
What is it like for over 50? Is that
50, 55, Tommy.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Awesome.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, let's go to the immortal moments. They are now inducting specific matches in the Hall of Fame. Producer man, bring that up one more time, man. I just missed it. Let me go to this super sticker first. This is Michael Gavin Ali show. Hey, Vincent, Tony. Hey, Tony. Yo, Tony.
Hey.
Should there be a tournament for the WWE Championship to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania night to crown a new champion?
What?
Yeah, we already have Michael. We already got a main event at WrestleMania night too, Michael.
Biggest babyface ever turned heel. Did you not see it?
Yeah. Guys, again, if you want to get your comments up, please, man, we'll bring it up on the screen, Super Sticker or Donation. All right, Tommy, what do you think about now these immortal matches going into the Hall of Fame?
It's just another way of getting people to spend money because Hall of Fame tickets are not selling probably, and they brought up probably one of the most iconic matches. I was ringside for that match. It was WrestleMania 13 in Chicago, Chi-Town. It was a unbelievable match. I was ringside with the announcers there. It was crazy. They were doing stuff that nobody thought they would do. And of course, they picked that match. And of course, two icons, Brett and Steve, are going to be at the Hall of Fame. And that's the only reason why they're doing it, to sell tickets. That's it.
Yeah, Tommy, to sell tickets. And I would not be surprised if they got a sponsor to just sponsor this match alone. Man, I got to tell you, Tommy, I had no idea what real greed was until Endeavor took over this company. Yeah. Man, bro, they will squeeze every last dime out of that fan base, Tommy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing, I mean, have you seen the prices of the meet and greets? Like 400, 500. You're going to spend 30. If you had a family of four, you're going to spend like 30 grand just to do WrestleMania between the air flights and the tickets and the hotels there. I'm telling you, you're spending at least $10,000, $15,000, man. Those tickets are outrageous.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. And that's something Vince wouldn't do. I mean,
never.
Vince would never put those dumb logos. He always thought the canvas was sacred. I mean, a million sponsors came in, and I remember being in a meeting, and he would never sell that. That was a sacred part of the ring. This regime, they'll sell anything they want, man.
Tommy, I don't even know if you know this, okay? And I'm telling you, Endeavor would have never, ever done this. Tommy, I don't know if you did this, but when we turned the corner and we became the Attitude Era, okay? A couple of things happened that really cost Vince McMahon money, but Vince knew for every license I lost, for every advertiser I lost, we're going to be so hot, there's going to be 5 to replace them, okay? First of all, Tommy, when we turned to the Attitude Era, Vince had me kind of be a bulldog where I had to sit in on the licensing meetings. And I used to give a yay or a nay of what they could sell licenses for. Because, Tommy, right before Austin 316, Tommy, there were Steve Austin lollipops out there. There were WWE slip and slides out there. So I used to sit in these meetings and say, guys, no, this product is not for children anymore. You can't sell slip and slides. You can't sell freaking lollipops. And Vince left a lot of money on the table. Now, Tommy, I know you'll remember this. Tommy, as we make the transition to the Attitude Era, guess who was the biggest sponsor of the show?
I'm trying to think.
You'll know it as soon as I say it, Tommy.
Tell me.
Taste the rainbow. Remember that? Skittles?
Yes.
And
yes.
bro, we started the Attitude Era, and I'm like, Vince, we cannot. And bro, Vince dropped them.
Yep.
Vince canceled the contract and said, you know what? We're not suitable for your product. He left the money on the table. Can you ever in a billion years see this new TKO company do that?
Oh, never, ever. They don't care. That's the thing. It's all about making money. There's no investment of passion or reality of what, how this business was built. At least when the chairman ran the company, he knew what the company was. He knew which way he wanted to go. He knows if that sponsor is going to work or is this not going to work. It wasn't to whore out his company and just to make money. He wasn't about that. Obviously, he's about making money, but it's doing it the right way of doing it. These guys today, man, they don't care. They do the immortal moments. That's going to cost money. They have all these meet and greets. They're all over $400. Are you kidding me? Vince would never do that to the fans.
No, never in a million years. And I hear from more and more and more fathers on a daily basis. Vince, I can't take my kids to wrestling if I wanted to. I cannot afford. I got. You won't believe how many people I heard from. We just can't go anymore, Tommy.
Yep. You're absolutely right. It's crazy, and it's that's one thing Vince did. He cared about the family. He cared about the father. He did. A lot of people don't believe that, but that's absolutely true. Completely 180 with the new regime there.
I agree, Tommy. All right, producer man, do we have any other comments? I see some other comments. We got Young Reckless. Thank you, my friend. Shocker. Everyone thinking Punk finally gets his main event and winning WrestleMania, which is predictable with the favor, only to get screwed by Heyman losing WrestleMania.
So he thinks Heyman's going to screw Punk into not winning the match? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, I guess that's what's. I got to be honest.
I don't see that.
Yeah,
I don't see that.
Yeah,
I see that.
Tommy, I just got to be honest with you. Either way, like I don't care. Like who Paul Heyman goes with. What bearing, what impact is that going to have on anything?
Nothing at all. Nothing. They're like I said, they're making a bigger deal than what it really is. I don't care if Heyman stood with Roman or he went with Punk. That was just my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how Heyman can get him a title match if Jey Uso's the champ, right? I don't know how that happens at all. So
all right, we've got one last clip that, bro, I got big heat over this clip. I have not seen this. Yeah, I have not seen this clip yet. See, producer man, he knows with me what buttons to push. I come on here, Tommy, I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected, but he knows what buttons to push. Go ahead, producer man, push the buttons.
What is something everyone loves that you do not like? I will go first. Mine is Nutella. I don't get it. I think it's disgusting. Do you not like chocolate?
The Beatles.
Wait. You don't like the Beatles. Are you hearing this, Alicia Taylor?
I don't like the Beatles. I was shocked that I found someone else that doesn't like the Beatles.
There are two of you at the same table?
Look at this right here.
This is a bond, an instant bond being formed. Explain yourself.
Overrated.
Just a bunch
What? That is
overrated,
insane.
100% overrated. Phony boy band that was manufactured and went through phases. Oh,
No!
we're hippies now. We're psychedelic now.
I just feel like everyone says, "Oh, I love the Beatles," because they feel like they have to say they love the Beatles. Also, I do
Stop this!
You're also straight
Stop
up.
this!
You two are just cut from the same.
You, Sergeant Pepper.
Oh my God.
Ridiculous.
First of all, for CM Punk to say that is one thing. For this other Yahoo with the ridiculous hairdo, Tommy, number one, I don't know who that is. Number two, who has she ever beat to call the Beatles? Who was that person?
She was a ring announcer.
Oh my!
From SmackDown. Yep.
Tommy, here. Tommy, hold on. Tommy, hold on. Tommy, tattooed on my body, the Fab Four. Tommy, tattooed, Tommy, on my body. How dare CM Punk? How dare he badmouth the Beatles, man?
Boy band? Is he friggin' crazy? They were iconic. They changed everything in the industry. They had two of the best writers ever in Lennon and McCartney. And you know what they did that nobody does? They moved with the times and they got better and better and better. Are you kidding me? I grew up on the Beatles, man. Every time McCartney comes around here, I go every time. Ringo Starr's coming around in June. I want to go see him. You know why? Because he was an original Beatle. Paul, original Beatle. My favorite was always George. He died before I could go see him anywhere. But the iconic music that they created, have you bumped your head? And Alicia Taylor, a ring announcer? Who the hell are you to give your opinion on Paul McCartney, John Lennon, Ringo Starr, and George Harrison, who changed the friggin' industry? And they moved with the industry. With the music, Sgt. Pepper, Abbey Road. Are you kidding me? Abbey Road's the greatest album ever.
Tommy, first of all, this band, they weren't even a band for 10 years, Tommy. Tommy, before they were 30, the Beatles were done. They were broken up before they ever reached 30. So you have a band that was around for less than 10 years. And Tommy, we're still talking about them 65 years later. 65 years later, Tommy, we go back to 1960. 65 years later, they were broken up before they hit 30. And we're going to call them a boy band, Tommy?
Oh, he has no idea what he's talking about. And the writing of the songs, are you kidding me? Nobody writes songs like them anymore. Hey Jude, are you kidding me? That's just that's a mic drop for him.
Yeah, mic drop.
Nobody cares. And that's the reason why Jackie Redmond reacted and Alicia Taylor. Who are you?
Who is Alicia? Who is this Alicia Taylor talking about the Beatles like that?
No clue. No clue. They don't know music. They don't know music.
You know who I blame for this, Tommy? Because I'm sweaty now, Tommy. It's not even noon here, and I got to go change my shirt. You know who I blame for this, Tommy?
Oh,
producer man. Because he knows what's gonna get me going. Tommy, you know what cracks me up? I swear to God, Tommy, go to any young person. Ask them to name the 4 Beatles, and they can't. Tommy, right then and there, are you freaking kidding me, bro?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I grew up with it, man. That music was incredible. Incredible. Producer man got you today, though.
Oh, please, my beloved Beatles, Tommy, my beloved Beatles.
Take your blood pressure. Woo.
All right, Tommy, listen, another great show. Any more last minute super stickers or donations? Anybody want to get in here? We'll bring them up. I don't see any. Tommy, where can we find the great Tony Carlucci? Where can we find you, Tony?
Tonight on The Last Word, we're on at 11 o'clock tonight. If you want to hit me up on X or Instagram, BTT_Tommy C. We're under the BTT brand. Go to Stadium, the streaming service there. We're on DirecTV, Prime, Amazon. I'm with this guy, Coach, who's like,
unbelievable.
Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. He's on vacation again. I'll have to carry him again tonight with me, Gabby, and Raphael. It is just unbelievable. The vacations this guy takes, man. It's just crazy.
You know what? I think we give him a new nickname starting right now, Tommy. You ready, Tommy?
Yeah. Yep.
part-time coach. How about that, Tommy? Part-time coach.
PT.
Yeah,
PT.
PT. Well, yeah, PT for short, Tommy. Let's just call him PT for short.
I love it.
I got to tell you, too, now, Tommy, I'm going to be walking around all day. The Beatles upset me. Jing Jong upset me. But now I got a vision of you naked on a beach.
No.
Tommy, that's going to be with me all day, Tommy. That's going to be with me the rest of the day, Tommy.
I'm so sorry about that.
All right, everybody, there you have it. The Coach and Bro Show. Maybe PT will be back next week. Maybe he won't. We're going to have to check his schedule. I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank Producer Man, who does a great job. Guys, we'll see you next time.